Hi, I'm Terry.
And I'm Randy.
Randy is a licensed mechanic as well as a licensed locksmith. He's the automotive locksmith for our company. He does fantastic work. He's doing automotive all day long. We buy on a regular basis, we've been trying for years now, the offshore or Chinese-made auto programmers. Some of them are great, some of them are useless. This is an interesting one. This is the SKP 900. One product will never do exactly what you want, but we keep on trying some of these programmers and seeing how they do and how they stack up. Now the SKP 900, you know, right out, it's not inexpensive. Right out of the box, it's kind of interesting. It's got dongles and quite a nice design. But what have you found, Randy, using it on the road doing real automotive locksmithing?
It's not as effective as I would like, but again, it's not a tool that does everything. The SKP 900 has actually had 2 updates to 4.5, which made it a much better unit. And there's a new update called 5.0 that also is coming out very quickly and should make it even that much better. So it's not a bad unit for the money. Again, it does come with the Nissan dongle. That's a 3-pin Honda dongle. It does come with just about everything. Now the nice thing about this company is they do make pin code readers. And
oh, this is now we went and used this on a Nissan truck, a van.
Yeah.
And we used this is the
that's the this
pin
is
reader?
the Nissan pin code reader, and it just plugs inline into your OBD plug, and it will read an old and a new pin code, as well as it will decipher the 20-digit pin codes. Now on this unit, it'll only do it 100 times for the 20-digit, but it'll do it indefinitely for the 4 and 5 number pin codes. So it's a good little unit overall, not a problem.
It really knocked the Nissan off quick. That's what I was, it was very quick, fast, easy.
It does pretty good with Honda too.
Yeah. I think they're all the
Americans, not so much.
That's one of the big problems I find when it comes with the offshore stuff. When it comes to Chryslers, Fords, our bread and butter is Ford and Chryslers. Of course, Honda, like crazy, and Toyota.
Yeah.
So they seem to do everything that we've been testing so far that seems to do great on Honda. But when it comes to Fords and Chryslers,
They lack.
it's so hit and miss,
Yeah.
or not even worth the try. So again, we're not using this for Fords and Chryslers at all.
No. No. In fact, this is taking a backseat to newer tools that we're trying out now.
And we have more videos on all the different key programmers. We're using the MVP Pro and the Hotwire on day to day, but we keep on trying these tools. Now, have we ever had, sometimes we have a car where the AD doesn't work, but the Hotwire does, and vice versa. And the other day we had a Ford where nothing worked.
Nothing would work.
Now,
we tried every unit.
Every unit we had,
Yeah,
even the
nothing
offshore, the clones, everything. Now, one thing we have to say in the defense of everybody is that was an ambulance heavily modified, and who knows what they have hanging off there. It's a spaghetti, this twist of wires.
Terrible setup.
So it's a bad job. We said, unfortunately, go to the dealer. You know, we were at the point we're not going to kill more time on it.
And I don't think the dealer could do it either.
But in hindsight, the SKP 900's been okay. It hasn't been spectacular. It's not going to replace our other 2 major tools. But this little pin reader has been fantastic.
Yeah, a good little addition.
And it's not expensive. This stuff is pretty good. The shipping comes in quickly.
This is good for a starter locksmith that can't afford to get into an MVP Pro or a T-code or a tool like that.
I got to disagree on that totally for one reason, is this is just something to try. We still haven't found a replacement for our AD or our Hotwire.
But again,
we're hoping.
Again, when you're starting out and you haven't got a lot of money, you can pick and choose your models, and you can use this to get a start.
Yeah. Actually, we can talk about that later in another video. We've actually found a couple units we're testing that could be good for a guy just starting out. Yeah. But for us, we can't afford to not do the car, so we have to have top quality equipment.
Well, the thing about automotive locksmithing is if you don't program, if you fail, you don't get paid. So if you don't get paid, it's no good to you. So you need equipment that'll do it on a consistent basis.
And what I've always said, profit is not a bad word. We have to be profitable as locksmiths. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Also, visit my website and you can see what online locksmith training I have for beginners, intermediate, and advanced, as well as my covert methods of entry and my non-destructive methods of entry.